Hello everyone, hope you're having the most wonderful day today. Welcome to the Film Insight channel. For yet another installment in this series, we're going to discuss even more Hell's Kitchen contestants and reveal how they're doing now. So, sit back, relax, and without further ado, let's get right into the content, guys. Jose DeJesus. Debuting in the 18th season of the show, contestant Jose DeJesus managed to rank in 8th place. Considered to be a solid chef, DeJesus had an immense amount of passion and was genuinely nice. While he may have had a very promising start, the Kind Cook's opening night was admittedly pretty awful. Though thankfully he wasn't immediately eliminated and was able to bounce back with several strong performances throughout the competition. Seemingly being one of the frontrunners of his season, this would quickly change for his last two services. Going into a complete downward spiral, DeJesus began to make mistakes on the simplest of things, like when he oddly sent out veal that was raw. Additionally, he could be quite hypocritical at times, such as when he accused Trev McGrath of not owning up to his mistakes. Ironically, he didn't own up to his own shortcomings and even threw McGrath under the bus by saying that the veal mishap was his fault. As a result, he was booted from the competition in the 9th week after being nominated a total of 4 times. Despite this disappointing display, DeJesus still befriended quite a bit of the other cooks, including Chris, Brett, Scott Lee, and Kane. The only person he seemed to feud with was McGrath due to his extremely unlikable personality. In the end, he did receive a parting comment from Gordon Ramsay, who was certainly not shy on being harsh. He expressed that on a night when it should have been Hell's Kitchen giving back to some amazing charities, it was the charities that ended up giving back Jose's raw veal. Ouch. Coming back for the 15th and 16th episode, DeJesus was chosen to be on Mia's team and did his job without any issues. Following his appearance on the show, he went back to his pop-up dining company called Breaking Bread Kitchen. After a while, he decided to become a private chef who offers private dining experiences as well as catering and consulting services. Other than making an appearance on Hell's Kitchen, DeJesus was also spotted on another cooking show called Beat Bobby Flay. Appearing specifically in the episode called It's All Gouda, he crushed the competition and won both rounds. DeJesus is still quite active on social media, specifically on Instagram, which has over 19,000 followers. There, he posts about the delicious food that he makes, and it honestly always looks so mouth-watering. It's nice to see him doing well. Nicole Hanna. Season 19 contestant Nicole Hanna, aka Nikki, was known for her kind and supportive personality. Generally being level-headed throughout her run in the competition, there were a few moments where she got emotional. In the beginning though, Hanna would crack easily under pressure and would make tons of mistakes. However, she quickly bounced back and became a lot more consistent during the challenges and dinner services. While she certainly was inexperienced, Hanna became a strong link to her team and grew exponentially. Showing an abundance of drive and creativity, she always caught the attention of those around her, including Gordon Ramsay. Ramsay even went as far as to say that Hanna was one, if not the most improved chef of the season. Due to the fact that she wasn't the most solid chef starting off, many of the cooks didn't respect her, though their opinions did a complete 180 as time went on. With a newfound respect, she befriended a lot of the contestants including Cian, Mary, Cody, Corey, and Amber. Sadly, after losing a challenge to Amber in the 12th episode, Hanna was automatically eliminated, ranking in 6th place. Though before leaving, she did receive some massive compliments from Ramsay, which was really wholesome to watch. He said that she was the most improved chef in the show's history and even offered her a chance to stage at any of his restaurants. What's more, she was even allowed to keep her jacket, which is a testament to how well she did. Returning for the last 2 episodes, she was picked to be on Mary Lou's team and performed pretty well, but couldn't carry her leader to victory. Following her appearance on the show, she ironically went to work alongside the person she lost to, being Amber. The two buried the hatchet and became close friends after the show aired and became co-workers at MC Hotel in Montclair, New Jersey. Currently speaking, she's the CEO of Yellow Jacket Chefwear Inc., which sells beautifully crafted chef jackets for women. If you're interested in buying one for yourself, it isn't really available yet, but you can get updates on what's happening through email. We're glad that she's doing big things. Chris North. For the very first season of the show, viewers were introduced to an interesting contestant named Chris North. Upon entering the competition, North's personality was anything but likable since he could be horribly pretentious. On top of this, he was quite scornful to the other cooks due to his past experience as an executive chef. However, he wasn't exactly the most skillful person starting off, struggling quite a bit in the beginning. Thankfully, he was able to quickly realize his faults and improve as the competition pushed forward. Not only was his attitude towards things much better, but the quality of his cooking was nothing like before and he was killing it. Becoming an amazing team player, things were looking good for North right up until he got to his 5th service. It's unclear why, but his attitude made an unwelcome return and it became the main reason why he was eliminated. He was also kicked from the competition for failing to live up to his position as an executive chef, and North ended things off in 7th place. Before heading out of the competition, he expressed that due to his past experience, he still deserved to be around, which we can't really agree with. Additionally, North received a parting comment from Gordon Ramsay, who completely ripped him apart. Ramsay said that when you come to the kitchen and announce that you're an executive chef, you expect a little more than what I got from Chris. He's been telling the world that he has that amount of knowledge, then he should have been 10 times better. That must have really hurt his ego. Hey, at least North was able to leave Hell's Kitchen as the very first contestant dubbed as Best of the Worst. Oddly, North was supposed to return for the final dinner service, but decided not to come and was replaced by Wendy. He must have been really bitter about his loss. Anyway, following his appearance on the show, he simply returned to his job as an executive chef. Working at Rowayton Seafood in Norwalk, Connecticut, it seems to at least have pretty good reviews. Truly, we hope that his personality is improved, but who knows. Jennifer Normant. Two-time contestant Jennifer Normant made her debut in the 9th season of the show, only to return for the 17th. Known as one of the most combative yet level-headed contestants in the show's history, Normant went on to become a fan favorite. For her first run in Hell's Kitchen, she was shown to be a strong fighter, and while she lacked confidence, this gradually improved as the competition progressed. Even though she kicked off the competition not doing so great, she quickly evolved into a force to be reckoned with. Becoming a strong link to the red team, she was probably the sanest person there and avoided getting into any drama. Though it was hard to completely escape it since she was backstabbed by a contestant named Elise, who manipulated Paul and Will to do the same. Understandably, she was very bitter upon being eliminated since she felt like she was wrong for no reason. Regardless of the fact that she wasn't looking for any problems, she feuded heavily with Elise and clashed with Carrie. She did get along with most of the contestants including Tommy, Elizabeth, Jamie, Paul, and Will until the two betrayed her during the deliberations. During her second run, Normant still held on to the personality that she had in the previous season, but she wasn't performing as well. Normant certainly wasn't the strongest on the red team, but definitely was the most level-headed. Despite some mediocre performances during the challenges, the dinner services are where she truly shines. Rarely losing her cool, she continued to swerve around any drama, unlike the other contestants on her team. Sadly, she once again had to compete alongside the show's biggest villain, Elise Harris, whose only objective was to start drama. Surprisingly though, the two paired up to try and get Michelle Tribble and Dan Cohen eliminated. In the end, after not being nominated once over the course of 10 weeks, she was finally eliminated on the 11th week. Receiving a very short but sweet comment from Gordon Ramsay, he expressed that he was proud to see how much she's improved and hoped that she would continue her journey. Following her first run in the competition, she went on to become an executive chef at Beacon Grill. Then, after her second attempt, she became the executive chef at a place called Sea Level Oyster Bar and still works there to this day. It seems like you can keep up with this chef on Instagram, but her account is private, so it's not a guarantee that you'll be accepted. As a final note, you'll be able to see this chef on TV yet again since she'll be appearing on Chopped this summer. We're really excited to see how this is going to turn out. Well, that will sadly be all for today's video here on the channel, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a massive like down below and comment your opinions. Tell us who you thought the best chef on this list was, or maybe even in general. Before completely signing off, I'd like you to consider watching our other videos which cover some of your favorite reality shows. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those sweet bell notifications for instant access to our content. Every subscriber counts, and you mean the world to us, so thank you. Anyway, have a great day everyone, stay safe, and see you in the next one.